Hello! Live from AVN. Not very tech savvy. Let's see how we can do this. Oh, maybe. Oh, hi, Laurie.
Hi, how are
I'm good. How are you?
you? Good. It's so much fun to see you. Who knew we would be doing live
Who knew?
Instagram?
Who knew? I had a little bit of difficulty figuring it out. I had to get Eva to help me.
No worries. So, this is Laura Brown, one of our therapists from APN Lodge, All Points North Lodge in Edwards, Colorado. I'm Laurie Water. I'm the Director of Family Relations for All Points North Lodge. And this is our way to get you to see a little bit about who we are. So, I know that Laura came to us in Edwards from Texas, and maybe you want to tell us a little bit about where you're from and how you got here.
Yeah, I'm from Fort Worth, Texas, born and raised. Been coming to Colorado, for the majority of my life, and it was always a dream to move up here. I worked in a treatment center before in a private practice with children and adolescents, and I just stumbled upon APN one day and really aligned with, the values, and everything else was kind of history. It fell into place, and now here I am, living in my absolute dream location. I don't know if you can see behind me, but this
I
is
know.
the view from my office. There were some deer out there earlier too. So it's
So yeah,
not a bad place. A
I
little
saw
different than
some
Texas.
elk. Absolutely. And we are so lucky to have you. So I've seen the work that you do as a therapist. I know that the clients really relate to you. You're sweet, you're kind, you're compassionate. You're such a wonderful listener. But you also bring some other skills to us, especially now during COVID.
Yes.
When we are still working and still have clients coming to treatment, but we are super cautious about how we run our program right now and not allowing anybody from the outside in. And therefore, you have been showing up for us in other ways, and now you're teaching yoga.
Yes. I was, as difficult as this is, I feel really lucky to be able to teach yoga. I taught for 6 years back in Texas. So it's been really a fun shift, getting to do different things and getting to interact with the clients in a different way. It's so much fun. And, yoga brings so much. It's so important to our treatment here, and building that connection with their body. So I'm really grateful to be able to be teaching here
Right.
and doing therapy.
Yeah, and I know you said that you've worked with children and adolescents before. You've also taught yoga with children before.
Hmm.
So I imagine that brings its own challenges, although I imagine it's a lot of fun.
It is. It's interesting. It's a lot of fun, and it helped me learn a lot of patience.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I see that more and more schools and youth programs are integrating more mindfulness, more yoga. Um, I think that the benefits are, across the board. When we see it with adults, we certainly see it with children who are under tremendous amounts of stress. Really great way for them to connect with their bodies and kind of bring things down a notch.
Mhm.
Um, so how have you been adjusting to the COVID um, changes and what's been happening locally?
Yeah, I mean it's definitely been hard. It was really hard too, moving to this brand new place. I love to ski. I was so excited to find my place here, and now everything's shut down. So it's been being completely honest, it's been hard. I've had to practice a lot of my own self-care. I try to do at least 30 minutes of yoga for myself every morning. Trying to unplug. When it first started, I had a hard time disconnecting from the news, which only made me more anxious. So I've had to really work on, still making myself aware, but also knowing when I get into those anxiety spirals and when I'm watching too much news, and making sure that I'm just really focusing on taking care of myself. Luckily we can still go outside here, and it's a great place to be outside. So that's been, a saving grace for me, is just having such, easy access to nature.
Mhm.
So yeah, I think my yoga practice and then being able to go into nature on the weekends, and even, here too with the clients, we try to get outside, and it's helpful for me as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I would say that I think mindfulness is even more important during these times of high stress, high anxiety.
Yeah.
I've been in my home for the past 4 weeks, and the TV is on silent, but it's
Mhm.
always on so that I can like kind of pass the screen and see the numbers.
Mhm.
And and my husband is so different. He's like, shut it off. It's just anxiety producing for him. It's like, to me, the more knowledge, the calmer I feel. As I'm
Mhm.
trying to do some yoga stretches while I'm waiting for my coffee to be ready in the morning, I'm like, yeah, self-care I think is really important. I feel like I need to amp that up a bit. But I know that there's other things that you enjoy doing, and you did mention skiing, which
Mhm.
is, yeah, like you couldn't be in a better place. You know, now I guess you'd have to climb the mountain to make your way down,
Yeah.
with everything being shut down. But what other things do you enjoy outside of this, the treatment world? I know you have a
Yeah.
pup.
I love, part of the reason I'm moving here, I just wanted to be close to nature. And, in Texas, it gets a little hot in the summer, and sometimes it's a little hot to go outside. So I can't wait for summer here. Love, like I said, skiing, hiking. We have a German Shepherd with tons of energy, trying to get her out as much as possible. She loves the snow. I didn't know how much she would love it.
Hmm.
I obviously, enjoy yoga, and I was really hoping to, find a studio and find a community here. That's obviously not a possibility right now.
Right.
But anything, I really like anything where I can just get my body moving, and especially if that, involves being outdoors too.
Yeah, and looking for little fun facts about you,
Mhm.
I also learned um, that you're really into the women's only empowered ski company called Coalition.
Yes. How'd you find that out? You did some good digging.
You want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, yeah. I was moving up here. It was a perfect excuse for a brand new pair of skis. And so I was doing this research. I found, Coalition Ski Company, women owned, women ran, skis made for women, um, by women. And I just think it's such a great cause to support. Not The ski industry is pretty male dominated,
Hmm.
and has been, like most sports realms, male
Hmm.
dominated. So I really wanted to help support the women, and I know Eva too is a big fan of Coalition. um, and so anything I could do to, help empower women, and I got a amazing pair of skis out of it too that I absolutely
Right.
love. So it was even better.
That's great. I really, really appreciate you taking the time out today. I want you to be able to grab some lunch and kind of recharge for your afternoon. I also want to take the opportunity to let people know that we are doing virtual IOPs. We've got programs out there to help our frontline people. We are available. We'd love to talk to people that are struggling. Please reach out, apnlodge.com. And thanks so much for being with us today.
Yeah,
Good to get
thank
to see
you.
you.
Yes,
Take
great to
care.
see you too. I'll
Take
talk to
care.
you soon.
Bye bye.
Bye, everybody.